He said for years America must put its fiscal house in order. Finally, President Barack Obama is saying how. In a long-awaited speech on America's staggering load of debt, Obama proposed erasing $4 trillion of red ink in 12 years.
We have to live within our means. We have to reduce our deficit, and we have to get back on a path that will allow us to pay down our debt.
And his plan has cuts to offend just about everyone in Medicare and Medicaid spending, in funding for the military, in so-called mandatory programs like farm payments and pensions, and in other mostly domestic spending. But his biggest deficit chunk comes from closing loopholes and scrapping top-bracket income tax cuts. Republicans briefed by Obama ahead of the speech said that part's a non-starter.
I think the president heard us loud and clear. If we're going to resolve our differences and do something meaningful, raising taxes will not be part of that.
But Obama used much of his speech to answer the plan the GOP unveiled last week. It has deeper benefit cuts and more tax breaks.
They want to give people like me a $200,000 tax cut that's paid for by asking 33 seniors each to pay $6,000 more in health costs. That's not right. That's not going to happen as long as I'm president.
And that's what this next act in the budget drama is about, making choices between competing philosophies.
What we have in front of us now are two very stark visions of America, the Republican plan and the plan that the president put on the table today. And he did, in fact, put everything on the table.
I think that's why his budget was so unsatisfactory. He believes in bigger government.
But perhaps the most ambitious part of the president's plan is its timeline. He's told Vice President Joe Biden to sit down with congressional leaders and come up with a deal by the end of June. But Obama argues bridging a fiercely partisan divide is what happened last week in the deal to avert a government shutdown, and it can happen again. Mark Smith, The Associated Press, the White House.